welcome back to my channel. What I thought I would do today, I've had some requests for chit-chat videos since we're all in quarantine. So I thought I'd do a chit-chat and we could paint our nails together. I mean, this is such a hard time right now for everyone. And to be honest, I have some crafts that I can do, but I would be lying if I said that I was totally my mind was 100% on crafting right now because there's just so much going on in the world right now. And yes, crafting can occupy your mind and keep it busy, which is good. And I am still crafting, but I think from time to time we need to come together as a community and reach out to one another and let each other know that we're here for each other, that we're all going through this together, and that it's okay to be scared, but just know that don't panic, just realize God is in control. I don't know, how this is going to all turn out, but I know that we have to have faith in God and we have to just hold on to our families because they are so important to us and treasure every moment that we have with them. I don't mean to be doom and gloom at all because I believe if we do the social distancing, that I think everything will get so much better. But I truly believe that we do need to just, as a nation, lock down, stop everything. I can just tell you a few things that's been happening here. The governor of Florida, as many of you know, I live in Florida. He yesterday issued a stay-at-home order for the state, which I think is good. But because we had to go to the store yesterday and get some supplies when we found out it was going to be another 30 days, which we knew that it was, this is not getting better. But we had to go pick up some more supplies. And it was so crowded in the stores. I mean, and maybe it was because of the 30-day stay home. I don't know, but you're still not supposed to really be going anywhere. But some people are still going out and they think it's okay to go out. And it affects you if you're very young, if you're very old, or if you're in the middle. It really doesn't matter. So, my husband, as many of you know, I told you that his job was deemed essential for national security. Well, he's been going to work, and I've been very concerned about it. I didn't like it, but I knew we all had to do our part. But then I started thinking yesterday, and I just had this sick feeling, and I told him, I said, we have some money saved. You can just take like at least 2 weeks off without pay, and we'll just keep you home, and that way we can control what's coming into our home better. So he came home, and then he told me that he hadn't been going to tell me because he didn't want me to worry, but that he had found out the same day that I decided he was to stay home that he builds ships for the military and he takes them out on sea trials, and that someone at work that's on this particular ship that he is on, and they're very large ships with very small compartments, and he works with a lot of people, that she tested positive and didn't tell anyone and came to work. So then they found out about it. They hauled 30 of them off of his ship that he was on, but what are you going to do? I mean, has he been exposed? I don't know. Have I been exposed? I don't know. So I told him, and then Dr. Fauci came out with all he's just recently said, which I knew as a nurse it is going to get worse before it gets better, but it's very troublesome. We all are in control of what happens if we each do our part, stay home, don't go out, then we can make this much shorter and briefer. But I don't mean to have this all just doom and gloom, because I do believe it will get better. It's got to get better eventually. We have to get out of quarantine eventually. But so let's go ahead and paint our nails. I've chosen this Essie, and it's Flying Solo. Right here it is, Flying Solo, and it's Essie. I think it's really pretty. But we'll just chit chat while I'm painting my nails. But so I don't know if we've been exposed, if we haven't been exposed, and I have lotion on my hands and I can't get it off. Okay, so I'm just going to pray about it and not worry about it. But we're staying in, we're not going out. We have the pool covered because we have a large oak tree that's in our neighbor's yard, and it hangs over our pool, and it just gets these little catkins when they fall down all over everything. I think that's a really pretty springy color. And so anyway, it's covered, and we have to take the pool cover off. I guess we'll do that later on today. And then I've had a request for videos on like, am I going to be doing a Easter home tour? Not an Easter home tour, but I am going to do an Easter decorate my kitchen and dining room with me, and maybe my entryway, because I just really, I haven't been doing much decorating, to be honest. I know I need to, especially Easter, but so I am going to do that. And then I had a request to do like a little chit chat, like answer questions. And she wanted to know how I met my husband, about children. We don't have any children. We just have Maggie, our four-legged little girl, who is precious beyond belief, as many of you know. If you want me to, if I get some more questions, I'll do a big question and answer session. Just leave it in the description box, any of your questions, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. And if not, then I'll just incorporate her questions into a little small video. Maybe like and then I had a request to do a cook with me, so I thought I would do like a quarantine cook with me. I probably paint my nails funnier than anybody you have ever seen. I have them all over the place. But that is what it's looking like. I think it's really looking pretty. And I have my little craft sign lit up over there. It looks all happy, so I thought I'd do that. And we need to cut some bushes in our yard. They're kind of overgrown where we've been so busy. Just basically do some trimming. They're not horrible or anything. And then just different things like that. And I had a request to do a spring DIY, and I probably will do one. Because I am really glad that it's getting so pretty down here. It's gorgeous. We had some rain the other day. Thank goodness we didn't get any tornadoes, but there were some around, but we didn't get any. And then after that, it cooled off into the 50s at night, which was nice because it was almost 90s during the day sometimes. So we're in like the 70s now during the day. And then but then like next week I think it's going to get back up into the 80s. But we've just been, he worked every day until yesterday was his last day working, at least for 2 weeks, maybe longer. I just, it's just not worth it. So that's what we're doing. And Maggie is hilarious. She loves having Daddy home with her. And she is just full of herself. She's with him right now. I think they're both zonked out on the couch. But here's my nails. I think they turned out so good. Love it. But basically, I just wanted to come on here and give you a little update, a little chit chat. Like I said, I asked on my community tab the other day for ideas for videos during this time. And I got like I said, I got the request for the cook with me during the quarantine, and then a Q&A, which I'm going to do both of those. And then I had a request for a spring DIY, which I will do. I'm just trying to find what I want to do. I'm so funny. Maybe a lot of you are like that. I have to have the motivation to see something that I really want to make, or it's just kind of like, I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know. Maybe a lot of you are. But I have to see something that I think, oh, I really, really want to make that. So I've been looking, and I have some ideas, but it none of them really are like, oh wow, I really want to do that. Now I really did love that Kirkland's inspired wall decor that I did the other day. That I loved, and I was very motivated to do that. But it's just, I don't know, it's just, I'm trying to find something that I really want to do. So I'll find something. We will continue our DIYs though. That's goes without saying. We'll do that. But so I just thought I would come on here and basically just talk to you a little bit and let you know what's been going on with me. I hope all of you are safe and you're doing well. And there's been a lot. Mom has been watching Blue Bloods for the longest time, and I never really watched it. I love Tom Selleck when he was in Magnum. I thought he was just great, and I loved Magnum, and I watched everything about Magnum. But when he got into Blue Bloods, I really wasn't that interested. And then she kept talking about it and talking about it, and I was like, well, okay, I'll check it out. And I was FaceTiming her yesterday, and it was on, and I said, oh, okay, well, let me watch it while I'm FaceTiming you. And we were kind of doing that for a while, and then she got tired, so I hung up. But it's a really good show. So now I found out that I really do like Blue Bloods, and I like it. It's just so funny. He just, I think, looks so serious all the time that I just was like, oh, I don't really want to watch that. But now, after giving it a chance, I see that I do like it. It's just so weird and funny like that. So I know a lot of you are wanting to see more clips of Maggie, and I will be doing that. And if I can find some pictures, which I know I have them, to put behind this, I will. It was so cute the other night. I woke up, and my husband had his arm kind of like that, and she was under like this, and she always sleeps on her back. Sometimes she'll start out on the front, but she always ends up on her back. And the way the bedding ended up, it was kind of like it came up through here, and it formed almost like a side pillow, and she had her head leaning on that, and then she had her legs, and she was on her back like that, and I had to crack up. She cracks me up every time I see her. She is so funny. She's very mischievous, and she's learning some tricks, which I think are really cute. I think once we get them down a little bit better, I'll show you all what they look like. But she's really cute. She loves her treats. She'd do anything for her treats. So I really just wanted to hop on here, like I said, and touch base with you all. And like I said, if you want me to do a Q&A, then give me some more questions besides how I met my husband and things like that. I mean, if you want, I can do like how I met my husband, where I like as a nurse, where I've worked, just different things like that. Just whatever you want to know about me, then I will, do my best to answer it. So I hope, like I said, everyone stays safe. And remember, I think about you all the time. And I know there's a lot of you that live in South Florida, California, New York, everywhere. And I really do, I think about you all the time. So you all take care, and I'll see you on Monday for a really good Cricut DIY that will be very useful during this time, and you can do it whether you have a Cricut or you don't have a Cricut. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you a part of our family. So until next time, bye guys.